are not going to see the seniors, the working poor, the schools, the local governments, or middle-class Ohioans on the bottom end of this tax reform package. Why? Because we propose an overall tax income cut in the state of Ohio, which reaches 10% by the third year, as you know. That's off of every Ohioan's income tax form. So if you owe Ohio income tax, you're going to owe them less. My good friend from Circleville is going to show us the details of the package. And why is that? I've enjoyed working with him and you, Chairman Beck, because these are tax professionals that prepare Ohio's income tax forms every day, every month, every year. Primarily in April, I suppose, is when he's most busy. But, these are the tax professionals that have helped us refine and define this particular reform initiative. Because I think, there's a lot of things political about what we do here in Columbus, Ohio. There's a lot of things political, but I don't think there's anything political about those 32,000 Ohio's families that now have a new job last month as a result of the policies and procedures, the legislative and social policies that we've been for and we've been about. We are very excited in the Senate, obviously, to support this initiative. We're excited to have crafted it together. We'll be having a similar committee chairman, as you know, on Monday in the Senate Ways and Means Committee with Chairman Schaefer. And we'll be inviting your representatives over to share with our particular colleagues, because we do believe, as I said, there's a lot of things political about what's done, but this tax reform package is not one of them. It's certainly not un-American, as I heard quoted earlier this morning, which is a great displeasure to us from a minority leader in the legislature. It is not un-American. Frankly, in my opinion, that's unconscionable. It's uncivilized, frankly, to call this tax reform package un-American, because I believe it is going to help Ohioans. The overall income tax cut in the tax rates, the overall small business tax cut, by eliminating a half of the tax liability on the first $250,000 of income is going to help in a large way. And frankly, and finally, I would say the tax policy on real estate, this is probably one thing you learn when you come to the legislature, is that not everybody that we represent back home understands everything about their tax bill. They get it, they pay it. They get it next year, and they pay it again next year. But they really don't know the inner workings, because I know you've asked your constituents, like I've asked mine, that little 10% or 2.5% rollback, you know who pays that? They say no. And they assume, I've had many tell me, well, the local governments or the schools get that much less, right? Because it says credit on the tax bill. I said, no, the state of Ohio pays that. We take your income tax, Mrs. Jones, senior, 66 years old perhaps, living at home in Springfield, Ohio, or Parma, Ohio, wherever she might live. The local governments don't get that less. The state of Ohio takes your income tax right off the top of the general fund and sends that back. It's a regressive policy. It was one that started in the previous administration that frankly should have been means tested, will be means tested going forward with this tax reform for those that apply for it new in the future, which I believe is a more fair policy. So again, thank you for your time. We are in total support of the reform package in front of your committee today, Mr. Chairman. Working with your members, we greatly look forward to it. I'd now like to turn it over to one of your own who, as I said, it's been a joy to work with, as well as you.